everybody, it is Julie. Welcome back to Nobody's Beauty Guru. Today I am here with an update. It is my wrap up for my September palette and my intro to October's palette. I'm filming this early. Today is the 25th, but I have hit a couple of goals on this particular palette, so I'm going to introduce my new one, which I did the last month's early as well, so I'm kind of right on track for that 1 month setting. As of sitting down to film this right now, I have not picked next month's palette yet, so maybe I should have done that first. Last month for September, I was supposed to be using a NYX palette, and then I decided to nix that palette because the formula had changed. It just got funky. I didn't want to use it, and I've decluttered that since then. What I decided to do was use my Z palette that I put together of Makeup Geek shadows. My goal was to hit pan on a couple of shadows, and I did. So I hit pan on 3 different shadows this month. Hitting pan on Makeup Geek shadows is not an easy thing to do. The shadows I thought I was going to hit pan on were the ones at the beginning of the month that I kind of anticipated hitting pan on. I'm close on a couple of other ones. I will put this back in before the end of the year. Let me show you where we're at. Shimma Shimma, I find I don't reach for. I reached for Starry Eyes a whole lot more. This one up here in no pan, but a sizable dip you can see in there. Peach Smoothie, no real dip. Chickadee, no real dip. I did end up hitting pan on Cocoa Bear. Confection, no pan. And then Latte, I've got a decent amount of pan. Unexpected here, I have a lot of pan. This one is Vintage, no pan. Curfew's got a little bit of a dip in it. I don't know if you can see it right in the middle there. Starry Eyed and Grandstand both fell out of their pans and had to be repressed, but I'm making progress on those. This one's Cherry Cola, I've used that a bunch. This one's Americano, also use that a lot. This one is Corrupt, which does have a little bit of a dip, but it's really hard to see. I feel like next time I use this palette, I can probably hit pan on this one. I will definitely hit pan on this cream shade, and I'm hoping to maybe hit pan on one of the foiled shadows. But for now, that's going to be it for this particular palette. I'm sure I'll be pulling this into looks as I use a different palette for the month of October, just because I really have enjoyed using these. I love the Makeup Geek shadows, and I feel like they're not necessarily getting talked about as much anymore now that ColourPop released their pressed shadows, and now that MAC has dropped down their prices. But these still remain my favorite. Now, I have not tried any of the ColourPop pressed shadows because I have so many of these that I love. I don't see the need to spend money to buy those. These are still such phenomenal quality of shadows. I love them. I find myself reaching for both warm and cool looks. I loved these purple looks. I love the warmer looks that I get. This one's going to be a hard palette to put down, but I've hit pan on a lot of the shadows that I use a lot. So to continue to use this one, I'm not going to probably make progress or hit pan too much more on this one right now. So I'm going to go ahead and put that one away for right now. I'm going to pull in a palette that I have not given any love to and that has some of the same cool and warm tones that I've really been loving in having this palette. So what I'm going to be using is the Carly Bible BH Cosmetics palette. This one is her first collaboration with 14 eyeshadows and highlighter pans. I don't have her deluxe one that she just put out because I have this one and I never reach for it. This has been on the chopping block for quite a few declutters and it has made it out alive. The reason I'm going to use this is that you can see it has these maroon cool tones, like almost mauve-y tones, and then a lot of really nice bronzy colors, and then these highlighters that you can use either as pops of color on the lid or actual highlighters. I really do like these mauvier tones right now, and I'm really liking the bronzier tones also. This one's a matte cream color that I'm sure I can probably get close to hitting pan on just from setting my eyelids. This one is a darker, and these two are darker and also matte for deepening up the crease. These two are also matte, and then this one is a shimmer, and these are shimmers. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what I can do with this one and how these perform. I honestly have not used these too much, so it's time for me to give them some love. This has just been in my collection way too long to have not used it. I need to figure out if it's something I want to keep or not. So I will be using this. This will be my main palette for October, and I'm hoping that they perform well on the eyes. They swatch okay. The mattes feel a little bit dry, but I'm sure that I can make them work, and I am excited to give this one a go. So hopefully you will not see me in any kind of a clip after this or any kind of update after this saying, nope, this didn't work, I replaced it with a different palette. I'm really certain that I can make this one work. So that is my new October palette, saying goodbye to September's palette, which I really loved. Did hit pan on 3 shadows there, which means, let me check. In my spreadsheet on my phone, I want to check for you and tell you how many shadows that means I've hit pan on this year so far. My goal was 30, 24, because I don't have my other Makeup Geek shadow on here. So when I add the other Makeup Geek one, it will be 24. So I'm really, really excited to have hit pan on 24 shadows. I'm hoping to maybe hit pan, I don't know how big the pans are on this, hit pan on some of these, and then I might go back and revisit some palettes for November and December that I was like close to hitting pan on but didn't from other past palettes. That's everything for my September finale and October introduction. Hope you guys are excited about trying to use this BH Cosmetics palette. If you have this and you know some really great color combinations and looks with this, definitely let me know because I'm excited to give it a try. If you like this video, be sure to give me a big thumbs up, click subscribe, and I will see all of you in my next video. Bye guys.